Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Keisha Ray and Dale Lamb. Ms. Ray and Mr. Lamb, you have been together for 1 year and you have no children together. Mr. Lamb, you have been here before with your previous wife, but you're here again. Let's figure that out. How all this happened. New woman, new circumstance. So, Ms. Ray, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship with Mr. Lamb and why you're here today?
We met through a mutual friend. Everything was good. Except for when I first met him, he lied to me the day I met him.
What did he lie about?
He lied about his age. He told me he was 42. I guess he thought that the large age gap would be a problem, but he was actually 47.
That's incorrect, Your Honor. I told her I was 44.
He told me 42.
But, well, you told her an untruth about your
did.
age. Okay, I got you. You told her untruth about your age. Go ahead, Ms. Ray.
What was the 5 years going to, bro? You still 40. You still 40 at the end of the day, bro. You're not, after about, what, 29, bro, it's it. That's it. You can wrap it up. You're not 20 no more. You out your 20s, bro. You can't claim that. It's done. Then after that stage, you go through whatever you want to call that stage from 30 on or whatever, and then you're just old, bro. You're old, and then
Everything was good. We actually, since the day we met, we hung out every day for 3 months straight. And then he cheated.
And tell me the circumstances of the cheat and how you found out.
We had a conversation, and I told him that I'm not the type of person to go through another person's phone. But all the familiar signs started to come up. When he was very secretive. When he went to the bathroom, he took his phone. When he sat on the couch, but he wanted to get something to drink, he took his phone. When he went to sleep, it was under his pillow. He took his phone. When he came over one day, he left. I went to call him to tell him he forgot the food that I got for him. The phone rang in my house. I knew I had about 5 minutes before he had to come back because I lived on a one-way street, so he had to go all the way around. I went through his phone. My gut feeling said something was happening, and there were messages. You're pretty, I miss you, I can't wait to see you again, and
This was 3 months into the relationship,
3 months.
approximately?
Your Honor, we were not exclusive at that time.
you're at my house every single day. How are we not exclusive?
Now, Ms. Ray, I'm going to have to land with Mr. Lamb on this one. Women make an assumption after a certain period of time, if we're with you, that you've decided that we're exclusive.
let it be the other way around, though. Let you not want to be exclusive with me. Oh, he's insane. He stalks me. He comes over when I don't. He'll be in the group chat. He'll be on social media. He'll be posted all over the internet, bro. All over the internet. Y'all wasn't exclusive. Yeah, we still getting to know each other. I like to get to know you every day. I like getting to know you every day. Yes, that is true. That's correct. I can't have no objections towards that. But until we establish that we're exclusive, then we're not exclusive, bro. Don't think up in your mind. Don't think up in your mind just 'cause. Nah, that's why for me, bro, communication is important. You got to be able to communicate. If that's something that you want, then you have to be able to communicate. But also on the flip side, shout out to the twin. She told me that, bro, when you do that, you also got to be ready for the consequences. You also got to be ready for the consequences, bro. It might not go the way that you expect. It might not go the way that you expect, bro. You know, we all hope for a happy outcome and want what we want as far as like, all right, cool, I want her to be exclusive with me, or if it's a young lady, I want him to be exclusive. We all want that. We all want that. But again, like in this situation, if that ain't what he was on, then that ain't what he was on. That ain't what he was on, bro. So yeah, shout out to the twin.
Just because you're hanging out every day for 90 days doesn't mean there is a decision that you're exclusive.
Then why are you at my house?
Yeah, he slept because you let him sleep with you without any declaration.
We hadn't slept together yet.
Whatever, but there was no declaration. We are a couple and we are exclusive. You said you hadn't slept together yet?
Nope.
Then you weren't exclusive.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You made that assumption. You never sat down and have a conversation. What are we doing here? Where are we going? What's happening? I want to be with
We
you
had
and
a
you alone.
conversation. He asked me if I wanted more kids. We had the conversation.
No, that's not the conversation. That's a conversation. We interject what we want to hear in that
Okay.
conversation, and y'all know it too.
That's
It's
what-
not just us. You dance all around it, but you don't actually say it, and then you rest on the fact that you didn't actually say it, but you know that everything you did and everything you said would lead us to believe.
The common
it was
denominator, you're right. The common denominator that she's refusing to bring out is that we had a mutual agreement that we weren't going to go through each other's phones. She would never have found out about the girl that I was seeing if she hadn't gone through my phone in the first place.
That is not.
That's salty, but it's true. But it's true, bro. He's salty, but I get why. Again, I broke your trust, but you also broke mine. Does your trust outweigh my trust? Does your trust outweigh my trust? And if you want to go A had to happen, but for B, you shouldn't have went through the phone. But even though you went through the phone, I lost my trust because you went through the phone. You lost your trust because of what you seen through the phone. I lost my trust because of you going through the phone, bro. Reasonable doubt. Reasonable doubt, bro. Look at her. She like, damn, I ain't believe he got a. Hey.
True. That is not true.
You tell me what's true.
Because I actually got an app with a second phone number and contacted him myself. Within 24 hours, he decided to tell me that I looked good because I sent him a fake picture
Photo, right.
of this girl. I looked good, contacted, wanted to meet up, went to the place to meet up with me, didn't know I was there, took pictures. So that's not true.
That just shows how devious she is. Why would she have to use a separate app, use a separate phone number, and send me a picture of somebody else pretending to be her?
Because she wanted to catch you.
And she
did.
But we weren't exclusive.
Thank you.
So it didn't matter what she called me doing. We weren't exclusive.
And I understand that, Mr. Lamb, and you did assume exclusivity that wasn't there, but you led her to believe that. You know
I
what
don't
mean?
believe I did, Your Honor.
Oh, sure you did. Sure you did. So what happened after you caught him? Because to me, if you hadn't slept with him yet, and you caught him on a cheat, or what you thought was a cheat, that's a bounceable moment.
He left. We got in an argument. He left for 3 weeks. I thought it was done and over with until he came back before my birthday and knocked on my door. Mm-hmm. And he showed up, and I'm like, what are you doing here?
And I ain't like that no more, bro. You can't even lock on the door no more. I tried to. Nah, bro, you can't tap on the door. You got to text when you call. You got to call. I don't like that, bro. I'm just trying. This shit is getting too goddamn coordinated out here. I'm sorry, y'all. We going to get back to the video. But it's getting too scared. Oh, I got a available. What day are you available? Oh, well, let's reflip this to that and all of that. Like, man, fuck out of here. I'm talking about back in 07, 09 or something like that, bro. You might have to really go knock on her door, see if she can come outside. It's like, damn, bro. That took me somewhere. That took me back, bro. That took me back into the old days. Well, the new days. I'm talking about the old, the new and the old. Old, I know.
Wanted to apologize. I couldn't take it anymore that I cheated on you.
This is after the 15 voice messages that she left me crying and begging me to come back.
That was not true.
Okay.
Did you ask him to come back?
No, I asked him to talk to me. He blocked me. He blocked my phone number,
Why
blocked
did
me
you
on
wanna
social
talk to
media.
him?
Because I don't like leaving things undone.
You hadn't slept with him yet, and you caught him on a cheat, or what you thought was a cheat, that's a bounceable moment.
He left. We got in an argument. He left for 3 weeks. I thought it was done and over with until he came back before my birthday and knocked on my door. Mm-hmm. And he showed up, and I'm like, what are you doing here? Mm-hmm. I wanted to apologize. I couldn't take it anymore that I cheated on you.
This is after the 15 voice messages that she left me crying and begging me to come back.
That was not true.
Okay.
Did you ask him to come back?
No, I asked him to talk to me.
Cap, you lying. It was 35. It was 35 voice messages. See, she trying to downplay it. She trying to downplay it. Oh, that's when he came back, and then he started knocking on my door. You ain't tell us about the 54 voice messages. I don't like her. I don't like her because, again, it ain't if that's where you at, then that's where you at. If you call 50 times, then own up to your 50 calls. If he knocked on the door in the rain when it was raining, then own up to knocking on the door when it was raining. But don't lie. Don't lie, bro. What Jeezy say? Either you wasn't, but don't lie. Just don't lie. I don't like that, bro. I don't like that because to me, in my personal opinion, it made me feel like you hiding me or you mighty. Oh, yeah, well, he realized that he needed me back. I think she said that. Oh, he realized that he shouldn't have never cheated on me. And then he knocked on my door, validating, saying that everything that you did is right. Everything that you did is right. And me, shit, it is what it is. To be right is always not best. It is always not the best option. You can be right and lose everything. You can be right and win an argument or whatever you want to call it, bro, and lose everything. Y'all remember that. Y'all remember that. But, yeah, bro, I don't like that. I don't like that about her, bro. I don't like it.
He blocked me. He blocked my phone number, blocked me on social media. Because I don't like leaving things undone. So you can't just do something to me and leave. No, I want to know why you did it and what your excuse was. But he didn't talk to me for 3 weeks. So I was like, okay, I'm done. 3 weeks, we're good. You came to my house. I didn't come to yours.
How long did it take him to talk his way in the house?
20 minutes.
20 seconds, Your Honor.
I think it's just like that movie. He had you at hello. The fact that you were out, that he was out there, you were letting him back in.
I did go back to her apartment, and when I knocked on the door and she opened it, everything was a surprise.
That is not true. Yeah, surprise.
She
Why
was
are you at my
surprised to
house
see
after
me.
3
She
weeks?
talked to me, invited me in, and here we are.
And you were glad he was back, too. Now, you come on in here looking large and in charge, but that's what you did.
It didn't go exactly like that. But yes, he's back, obviously.
After that, were there any other instances where you found him cheating or inappropriately using social media?
About a month ago, he was on social media commenting on somebody's breast and asking for submissive women, saying he was single.
Asking for submissive women.
He wants a submissive woman. He told somebody he wanted a submissive woman and told the girl he wanted to get to know her and asked her how big her boobs were.
Mr. Lamb, is that accurate?
That is true. However, that was just meaningless flirtation. Some girl actually commented on me on Facebook, commented about my looks or whatever, so I responded that way.
It was one-sided.
Bro, you don't sit up here and get a comment and tell her she got a nice rack. It's a such thing as being too honest. There is a such thing as being too honest, bro. Your Honor, I'm not in on this case. You can take me off as counsel. Bro, it's to the point, but and I don't even think he realized that, you know how some people funny. Without them trying to be, bro. He like, yeah, I ain't going to disagree to that. Yeah, I did say that. We going to get past that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
However, what she's talking about, I have a classmate that I haven't seen in years, and she may be misconstruing these two people, but this girl just had emergency breast cancer surgery because she had cancer years ago, and she had to go back to the hospital. So I did comment on this one girl, how good she looked, and I did say something about her breasts in the comment because I knew her from school. She lives in another state.
Well, it wasn't sexual, was
no,
it?
that one was
is
not sexual.
correct.
She's confusing
the
those two.
Facebook message says they were just becoming friends at the top. And at the bottom, it was just his conversation. I'd like to get to know you. How big are your boobs? If you've known this woman, why are you telling her you want to get to know her?
The woman she's talking about is someone different.
I got you.
Yeah.
So I got the lay of the land with respect to social media. Now I also understand there is an issue with the finances, so I want to talk about that. So, Mr. Lamb, we want to talk about financial issues, and as I noted at the top, you had been here before with a previous relationship, and you had financial issues with her too.
Yes,
so I'm going to roll what we did the last time to see if the problem is any different this time.
Damn.
This past January, actually right before New Year's, I went to the bank. It was a weekend. Didn't have any cash. I went to the bank to get a few $100 out so she and I could go do something for the weekend.
Right.
And when I went to the bank, I found out that we were not only flat broke, all the accounts that I had
Were empty.
stored, savings account, the house fund, it's demolished.
I remember that.
Yes.
You had more hair, but you had more belly.
I did.
So okay, but less there, less there. It's all right. Why don't you tell me what your financial issues are with Ms. Ray?
Basically, she likes to shop, and she always wants money to go out and do things like that, shopping, and I'm not a shopper. I am a frugal guy, or some people might say cheap, okay?
Very cheap.
I don't spend money just, crazy like. I like to keep it in control, and she unfortunately doesn't like that.
Well, first of all, you living together?
Sometimes. I have my own
Not
place,
really.
but we do stay together sometimes.
But sometimes. But you're not living together.
No.
Yeah. Tell me about the $400 test he put you through, because I thought that was deep.
Okay, so we went on a family trip, and he asked me to hold $400. Now, if I spend money the way he says, why are you asking me to hold your money? Second, I held the $400. We went on the trip. We had fun. We didn't spend any money out of my pocket or out of my purse. Everything we spent came from him. When we got in the car, we are on our way back home. He asked, how much money do we have left? I thought that was odd since we didn't spend any of my money. Or
Of the money you were holding, yeah.
Right. So I took out the money because I didn't want to argue with him, counted $400. We're in a van with no AC. All the windows are down, driving through Arizona. $100 flies out the window. And I said, well, we're down to $300.
$100 fly out the window. You wasn't holding a $100 bill? You wasn't. I don't know if I can buy that. I'm not even sorry about that. I don't even know if I can buy that. You lost $100. Why you ain't stop? Why you ain't tell me to stop? We could have turned around and looked for. I don't know about that. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like, bro. I feel like, bro, Doug. Like, I don't know about that. $100. You lost $100. You didn't lose. You watched. You watched $100 bill, and y'all know. Well, you would throw prop money out of the window or something like that. It's like, and you see the Lord in the mirror, in your passenger mirror. It'll be moving past, and bro, you're not gonna sit up here and tell me that you let $100 slip out the van and you ain't say a word about it. I don't know if I can buy that. Honestly, I don't even know if I can buy you letting that slip up out of your hand. I don't see how you gonna let $100 slip through your grasp, bro. That's a little bit out there. That's a little bit out there. It sound like, man. It sound like a story like you try to put some effort into your story. Like, all right, well. I ain't really gonna say that I spent. I'm gonna just say it flew out the window. But did it really fly out the window? You was going too fast because it flew out the window. I don't believe her. I don't, bro. I do not believe her.
He thought I was kidding. Don't joke about my money. I'm not kidding. It flew out the window. Don't play with me. Put it away. Until we got home. When we got back to my house, he asked for his money, and I handed him $300. Where's the other $100? I told you, it flew out the window. You thought I was kidding. I wasn't kidding.
Mr.
What did
Lamb,
I do?
did you ask her to hold $400? And if so, why did you?
Your Honor, it was a test. I didn't wake up that day thinking I was going to give her some money to hold for me. I had some shorts on that didn't have pockets.
Right.
They're really comfortable shorts. She was sitting 2 feet away from me in the minivan. So I gave her, it was actually $600. So I gave her the money to hold because she has a little zip pocket in her purse where she can stuff the money. No big deal. The day goes on, great. We have a terrific time. On the way home, we were in northern Arizona, not Phoenix, and it wasn't even summertime. The window was only cracked maybe this much,
Oh my
okay?
God, no, it wasn't.
Okay. Anyway, if $100 flew out of her purse and out the window, I'm 2 feet away from her. I would have heard it. I would have seen it. I would have slammed on those brakes, and we would have pulled over and looked for that $100.
Man.
She didn't say a damn thing until we got home and I asked for the money.
Well, what do you think happened to the money? Because you were together all day long.
Exactly.
You didn't see any packages with clothes, boots in it. How did she spend it without you knowing about it?
She didn't spend it. She put it somewhere else in her purse, away from the rest of the money. And then when I asked for it, it was gone. Exactly.
No, that
and
is
then
not
to
true.
finish the story, later that night, I was pretty much done with it. I was heated. It was an argument.
No.
But I went ahead and went to bed because she lives closer to where I worked at the time. So I was in bed about 9:30, 10 o'clock. She comes in the bedroom and throws $100 at me. A miraculous recovery of $100.
No, and he's lying. Because what happened when he got mad and started storming around my house, throwing around my things in my house, I called my friend who owed me money, asked her to bring me the money she owes me, and I gave it to him from her.
Just to keep him quiet.
So he could shut up. I should have kicked him out of my house.
But there's no way that $100 just flies out the freaking window.
Bro, I don't know who to believe. I ain't gonna lie. I'm ready for them to go. They can stay together. They can do whatever they want to do. But just take your minivan to far, far away from here. Far away. Take them up out of here, bro. You don't know who to believe. Like, they both got a point. And I don't like that. I like it clear cut. I like it to be clear cut, dry, easy to explain. Yeah, bro. But they cool. They cool. They funny. They are hilarious, bro.
That doesn't happen. Doesn't sprout wings.
You guys have only been together a year, so I think it's deep that you guys even know what the other one has financially. You know what I mean? I was married 5 years before I could tell my husband. You know what I mean? It's to me, a year is nothing. You fight all the time, is that right?
That's correct.
Tell me what you fight about.
Petty things. Anything that it's just petty. We fought over a video game. My kids like to play video games. He has video games at my house. They're not allowed to play when he's not there. So when he gets there, they ask. He still tells them no. And I'm like, you can't tell a child they can't play when you're here and when you're not here. Mm-hmm. That doesn't make sense. If that's the case, get it out of my house.
So you guys got into a bad argument about that?
Oh, he took the video game, the TV, locked it in his car. We do this tit for tat. So I said, you know what? Electricity's off. You don't get to don't charge your phone. Don't use my microwave. Don't eat my food. If you want to play This Is Mine, don't do it.
Mr. Lamb, your version of that
Your
event?
Honor.
Didn't the police end up getting called?
Not on this one.
Not on that one. Before that, the police got called, and I called them because I asked him to take me. One of my children was in the hospital. I asked him to take me. He didn't want to take me until his movie was over. Pause the movie. My child is in the hospital. So I left. I came back. I said, why am I leaving? This is my house. You get out of my house. He didn't want to leave. He took forever to take his stuff, and I locked him out when he went outside. He kicked my door in.
I ain't gonna lie. That you gonna sit there and watch a movie. I don't like that, bro. I don't like that, bro. My thing with it is when people show you who they are, bro, you gotta believe them with that. And he cool, funny dude, you know, good time, all of that stuff. But for me, bro, when I see a person who would do something like that in a time and situation like that and try to prolong me from getting to something that's important to me, that mean the world to me, and you wanna sit up here and tell me that you watching a movie? Again, that's your right. You got every right to do whatever you want to do. But for me, that's a no-go. That's a no-go. And again, you don't, and this is very important, you don't have to love the things that I love the way that I love them. You don't have to do that. You don't have to love YouTube and the way I make my videos and the process. You don't have to love that the way that I love it. You don't have to. But I love it, and it's a part of me, so it should mean something. That's my thing with it is. It should mean something. Now, granted, you ain't gotta whatchamacallit, go to the, drive up there and then perform this, I don't want to say surgery, but then, play doctor and all of that other stuff, and then whatever. You ain't gotta do all of that. But as far as being available and you sitting right there and you can't take me to my child and it's an emergency, bro, that I don't like that. I don't like that. That's a character. To me, that would be a character flaw. That's how you are as a person. You like that as a person. I wouldn't be able to depend. I'm cool. I'm straight. I can't depend on you. I can't depend on you. And again, times like that, who knows? And it's not to say that we want them, but it might not, man, it happened one time. It might only happen one time. My bad. It is 3:00 in the morning. That's the last one, y'all. I promise it is. But time, bro. Why am I talking? I want to talk those times. We might not get them back, bro. We really, and this is another thing, fellas. I love, man. We the homies. I love the homies. Love y'all, bro, for real. But a lot of the time, we complain about, oh, we don't get to be Superman. We don't get to wear the cape. You always want to do this. You want to say that, whatever. But then when you do get the chance, and then when you do get the opportunity, booyah out. I hope that made sense.
So I called the police.
Mr. Lamb, did all that occur?
I had just gotten home from work, and yeah, I have a PS4 at their place, okay? Whoop-de-doo, no big deal. I don't mind that they play it. I had just gotten in from working 15 hours. I sat down on the couch, 5 minutes I'd been home, or I say home, but her place. I turned on the news. All of a sudden, her 8-year-old daughter wants to play. I'm like, well, look, I want to watch the news. I want to settle in, get in comfortable and just relax. All of a sudden, the 8-year-old runs to mommy. Mommy, Dale won't let me play. Okay.
She lives there. You don't.
Is it my PS4 or is it not?
Then take it out of my house.
And I did. But the point is, I don't mind them playing the games. We have video game time all the time. This particular day, I wanted to watch the news.
I just didn't feel like it. Now, I have some things I want to say. You all like them, but I don't care. This situation makes me crazy. And let me tell you why. You've been dating for a year. He's staying over there with your kids in the house. They got the PlayStation. You're fighting about that. You're fighting about money like you're a married couple. Don't play house. You know what I mean? And you can't get married because he's already married, right? To the woman we saw on the videotape,
She
right?
won't divorce me.
Oh.
He shouldn't be in your house. He shouldn't be staying there. You know what I mean? I understand, if divorce proceedings were started and stuff and you're dating and whatever, but don't move him in and just hope he'll start divorce proceedings. You have to have boundaries. Y'all shouldn't be fighting about money because your money is your money, her money is her money. Y'all shouldn't be putting each other out when you have an argument. You're teaching your kids not to have a resolution to arguments. You're teaching your kids, well, I get mad, well, I'm going to put them out. I'm going to put all my little stuff, with every temper tantrum you have, with every epithet you hurl, you teach your children how to feel, and you're teaching your children that every argument is worthy of a grand departure and a police arrival. Let's not do that.
Your Honor, can I say something?
No. Are you getting a divorce?
Yes.
For real?
When?
I have done all that I can do.
You were here a couple of years ago with that.
5. And I've done all that I can do. Her and I actually stayed together for another 2 years after that video. But I have just contacted her last week. I've given her everything she needs to file the paperwork. It's basically in her court, and she's in Arizona.
Ain't no such thing. If you want a divorce, you bop on down to court and you file.
Okay.
She is required to respond in a certain amount of time, and then you go from there. You don't have to have agreement. All you have to have is conviction. And the filing fee. That's it, and that's all. You put him out and don't let him back until he's filed that paperwork. This matter is adjourned.